But we begin with breaking news. 30 years to life in prison for the man who stabbed and killed a woman in her apartment in Chinatown in 2022.
There was a big turnout at a court in Lower Manhattan for the sentencing of the man who murdered Christina Luna Lee. And that is where we begin this afternoon with Eyewitness News reporter CeFaan Kim live outside the court. CeFaan.
Well, David and Sandra, Asama Nash had already pleaded guilty to murder, but as you said, today he was sentenced 30 years to life in prison for the brutal and heinous murder of Christina Luna Lee. Nash entered a courtroom full of community members in support of the family. The judge, as she delivered her sentence, noted that the defendant has serious mental issues, but that he is a danger to society. 2 years ago, he followed the victim from her Uber up 6 flights of stairs to her Chinatown apartment, pushed his way in, and stabbed her at least 40 times. Prosecutors say he tried to sexually assault her. The ADA noted that the heinous murder happened in a time when attacks against Asians were on the rise, coming out of the pandemic, striking fear into the community. She went on to say Asian Americans still fear for their safety, are still recovering from Asian hate crimes in New York. Important to note, however, this crime was not prosecuted as a hate crime, yet that fear in the community was real. Her father, in his victim impact statement, sobbed as he delivered this to the court, said her family will continue to live in unbearable pain. He asked for the maximum sentence, saying it would be the minimum response the court can take to address Christina's murder and the pain of her family. He went on to say and ask, why did God do such terrible things to our family? He addressed the media moments ago just outside the courthouse. Let's take a listen to that.
While the police who arrived in front of the building in 2 and 3 minutes after the call, the police did not gain entrance to the scene of the crime until 1 hour and 20 minutes had passed since arriving at the scene. In the meantime, Christina suffered a cruel death, being cut over 40 times by the criminal's knife. Furthermore, the police have not expressed any regrets to my family.
Now, the family also asked the mayor to name a homeless shelter in Christina Luna's name. We have not yet heard back from the mayor's office on that. The defendant, Nash, for his part, when asked if he wanted to address the court, opted not to. Manhattan DA Alvin Bragg, meanwhile, also sat in the back of the courtroom, and any moment now he's set to address reporters. We'll, of course, bring you all of those comments coming up on Eyewitness News at 5. Reporting live in Lower Manhattan, CeFaan Kim, Channel 7, Eyewitness News.